So if you were doing something and your morning routine just feels a little stale and crusty, I encourage you to switch it up. No matter what happened throughout the day after that point, I had already given myself something. I'd already started to fill my own cup. All right, hold on, let me move this. Is it on this? Oh, shit! It's on my paintbrushes. All right. We're having some issues right now because I was getting ready to record and a spider came crawling out right next to my phone, and then the mailman came. So I'm trying to figure out where the spider went because I freaked out, the dog freaked out, the mailman came, now I can't find the spider. I don't want to find the spider. I don't want to see the spider. I'm freaking out. Oh, man. I never can just have a smooth filming day. And I feel like it was one of those jumping ones. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just saw it. Oh, I'm freaking out. Okay. Why did I move to Australia? Why did I move to Australia? What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the party. And if you're not, welcome back. My name is Jamie, and I create content to give you a weekly dose of inspiration. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, you probably don't know that at the end of January, I did a 30-minute walk challenge where I woke up at 6 a.m. every morning and I went for a 30-minute walk for the whole week, minus my rest day on Sunday. I was supposed to do a little intro on that before I did the challenge, but I didn't. So here I am doing it after. It's been a couple weeks now. So I'll walk you through the week and let you see how that went, and then I'll wrap it up, just sharing a little bit of things that I took away from it and the benefits that I gained, and just some tips if you decide that you want to do a little challenge like this. So we're walking, we're out. I decided I wanted to do this challenge over the weekend, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait another week. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get up and do it on Monday. So here I am. It is 6 a.m. and I didn't want it to like be this complicated thing, so I've literally just said, get up, don't even make the bed, just throw on clothes, grab some water, and get out there. So yeah, I didn't even brush my damn teeth. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like it's about to downpour right now, and I didn't check the weather forecast, so awesome. It's my favorite girl. Everyone loves this cat. I'm out in the gym right now, and he thinks I'm still sleeping inside, so I'm going through the back. I left through the front of the house, so I go freak him out. This was asking, I'm like, did you hear me?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Did you? But then you weren't even looking for someone. Like, that could have been an intruder.
I'm not very switched on when I'm out here, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. I feel so safe now. And it ended up being like a 40-minute session instead of a 30-minute session, not including my time that I stopped to chat with Doug in the backyard. But Monday, I usually do a little bit of strength training. I'm still working through my hip injury, so this week is really going to test, where I'm at. I can only use these little dumbbells at the moment, but I've upgraded from these. So, you know what? I'm going to take that as a win, because 12 months ago, I could barely even walk down the street. So this challenge actually means more to me than it might seem. This is Alfred and Martha, our pet wild pigeons who come to our back door every day. Let's just say I didn't bounce out of bed like I did yesterday. I don't even know why I made this. Let's go. So we are up, we are at it. The goal is to get out of bed at 6 and out the door by 6:15. That didn't happen today. I didn't get out of the door until 6:20, but we're here. And for those of you that are wondering how different this is from my normal wake up time, I usually am up at 7:30, depending on what I have on for the day. But yeah, so this is like an hour earlier than usual. But I've been wanting to get up earlier. Before I moved in with Doug, I used to get up at 4:30 and go to the gym. This is when I was working my other job. And yeah, I used to get everything done by like 6 a.m. So I used to be like super early morning person. But yeah, growing up, I was never a morning person. I would sleep in till noon easily if I could. And I was late to school every single day. Also been trying to make note to have phone free time on this walk. So I do some vlogging and then put my phone away. I listen to a podcast, then I put my phone away. And I just am still and in my head usually, but just taking in the birds and, you know, people walking their dogs or going to work, and just try and take a moment to be present, even if it only is 10 minutes out of the 30 minutes. I just think it's important to do that for yourself. I know we're only in day 2, but my hips need some loving. So I'm gonna do some hip and glute strengthening exercises right now before breakfast. Also, hot tip, something that I do to set myself up for success is I get my gym clothes ready. Like, I literally got out of the shower, changed, and then got my outfit for tomorrow. And so that I don't put it off and then tonight I forget or whatever, it's ready to go. Good morning. It's so windy out right now, and I feel like every day I'm just throwing on more and more layers. I'm freezing today. I'm exhausted today. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder each day, but that's why I'm doing it, because last year, the year before, I think 2020, I can't remember, I did 75 hard, and it really helped with my mental strength. So I think little things like this, little challenges that challenge your mental strength, they just help like switch you on, like you're just on your A game. I can see the sun coming up over the houses. It's so pretty. It's so quiet. No one's out today. Everyone else must be tired too. Usually on Monday, there were people walking their dog. There's like all the cars on the road. I feel like I look like a little boy, but this is the look we're getting this week. My back is still killing me, so we're gonna do some foam rolling. I'm so tired. Morning. So it's actually getting colder, I swear. It's like 6:30 and I feel like I'm like leaving the house like later and later by like minutes. So we'll see tomorrow, but I don't mind getting up at this time because the sun's actually coming out. Like you can see it. It just looks so pretty, and it's like golden hour on the fence. It's just so pretty. Look at that. And so it's just a lot more pleasant doing my walk at this time, which, you know, isn't the point of this challenge, but it is what it is. I'm here. I'm doing it. Good morning. bright that sun is. Oh my god. I really want to listen to my morning podcast quote of the day. Everyone's staring at me because I'm vlogging at 6 in the morning. And it is just so nice out. This has been one of the best mornings. It's a little cold and windy, but it's been one of the best mornings on the walk so far. Monday was like miserable, but at least I wasn't so tired. Good morning, friends. So, I'm up. I don't know what time I left the house. I think it was around 6:30 again. But today's day 5. And day 5 and day 1 were the easiest so far. Like, I'm feeling good. I don't know if it's because, like, I went to bed slightly earlier than I was going to bed the other night. But I'm feeling good. And the sun is out. I'm feeling good. Let's go. Let's go. Friends, we're here. The sun is peeking out over the trees. I've decided this is my favorite spot so far to come and enjoy my walk and see the sun come up. It is day 6, and I've decided tomorrow's my rest day, so I'm honoring that. But I've decided that I'm going to continue doing the challenge Monday through Friday for the rest of the month of January, which is crazy. Like, who would willingly decide to do that? Good morning. Alright, so that wraps it up. So that was my 30-minute walk challenge, getting up at 6 a.m. every single morning and doing a 30-minute walk. And I really was loving watching the sunrises come over the trees. It was amazing. And I find myself craving those mornings. So it is something that I still incorporate in my routine right now, even if it is only 2 or 3 days a week. And I absolutely just love the stillness of the morning. It is one of my favorite times of day, even though, 10 years ago, I wouldn't have called myself a morning person. I find myself constantly evolving and changing and shifting my morning routine. And right now, as we are still in summer here, I am really loving the morning sunrises and all of that. I don't know if I'll be doing it in winter. We'll see. I'm going to always cater and adjust to where I'm at and what feels good for me in that season. And I suggest that you do the same. So if you are doing something and your morning routine just feels a little stale and crusty, I encourage you to switch it up. So let's get into the top things that I really took away from this challenge, because it really did help with a lot of things that I didn't expect it to. And one of those things was better sleep. I actually felt like I was getting a deeper sleep from doing these, and I don't know if it was just because I was increasing my activity levels for the week, but I definitely noticed better sleep. Another thing I noticed was that I was hydrating more because I was up earlier, I was walking, I was moving, and I would take water with me on my walks, so I was drinking earlier in the day and I was drinking more throughout the day. I noticed that my clothes are fitting better, and although that wasn't something that I was really focusing on when it came to the physical aspects of this challenge, I wasn't gonna complain about my clothes feeling a little comfier. I just feel like I was a lot more alert during the day when I got back home after the walk. And I think that I read somewhere that, getting sunlight first thing in the morning is really good for your body clock. And it helps your body recognize that it's morning, it's daytime, I'm supposed to be alert. And I live in a studio apartment, and the room that I'm in right now gets a lot of sunlight, but the rest of the apartment, it's kind of hit or miss. So getting out of the apartment and getting that fresh air, sometimes I'll just do my workouts in the backyard, just so I can get the sunlight and get that vitamin D, and then my brain can switch on and be like, okay, it's daytime, and it kind of resets your body clock. So if you are someone that's like in a rut with your sleep routine, I highly recommend doing something like this as well. Even if it's not 6 a.m. start, but just getting up 7, 8, whatever time works for you in your work routine, just getting up in the morning hours in the sunlight and allowing your body to soak in that vitamin D. Like on a scientific level, there is science behind, you know, getting sunlight first thing in the morning. So definitely look into that if you want to, because I'm no scientist, okay? So don't come at me, okay? I don't want to hear it. So another thing I did throughout this challenge was I made sure that I had my podcast time, I had my time of vlogging, and then I had time where it was just me in nature, phone away, and I was just taking in the sunset, taking in the birds, taking in people walking their dogs, and it really allowed me to step into a space of gratitude a lot of the mornings. I was walking and I was just passing people that just looked so miserable sitting in traffic, and I was just feeling really grateful that that wasn't me and I wasn't off to a job that wasn't fulfilling me. I did that for so long, and it just is such a soul-crushing thing. So I found myself feeling really grateful on these walks that I could create this thriving morning routine, which I feel like you can do regardless of what your situation is. I feel like there's always space, time, even if it is 5 or 10 minutes, to create a thriving little routine that works for you. Even though it's a time in the world where a lot of things can feel like they're out of our control, I was just able to step in that gratitude, and I feel like that's very important. So if you feel like you are needing that right now, I highly recommend you just doing something, just shifting the energy, just you know, doing something totally different than what you're normally doing with your day, and just switching it up in that sense. Another thing that was really beneficial was just waking up every morning and, you know, moving my body, just, you know, getting those endorphins going, getting the blood flowing, like on a physical level, that does something for us. Like it releases those feel-good chemicals. So like I found myself in a happier mood. And then on top of it, I was filling my mind with positive, empowering things that, you know, made me think and made me, you know, reflect, and all these things that I feel are so important in life. So being able to listen to the podcast and then take that moment to reflect afterward and just be present in nature, grounding myself before the day, which I felt like it was just like a nice little gift I was giving to myself before I kicked off into the day. So no matter what happened throughout the day after that point, I had already given myself something. I'd already started to fill my own cup. I just think that that's so important. Like, we need to look after ourselves. No one's going to do that for us. It is up to us. For someone that likes to read, this was a book I read during 75 Hard. It's Relentless by Tim S. Grover. It really digs into sports mental strength, but I feel like it's so relevant in just life in general. So I highly recommend this book. It's one of those books that, like, I was reading in the morning before I would go work out, and I was just like, yeah, let's go. Like, it G'd me up every single morning. So definitely, if you are looking for some mental strength, I definitely recommend this. But I'm also going to be sharing a podcast that I was listening to every single day of this challenge that I do love to listen to every morning. It's very short and sweet. I really feel like it sets the tone for the day, and that's what this challenge was about, setting that tone for the day. For someone that's feeling stagnant in your life, I highly recommend you just doing something to switch up the energy. It doesn't have to be this exact challenge, but you can create your own challenge and you can make it work for you. But it obviously has to be a little bit of a challenge. So don't be afraid to challenge yourself even a little bit and try something a little out of your comfort zone, because that's how we stretch and that's how we grow. One of the big reasons that I felt like I was in this stagnant place was because I had been dealing and still am dealing with the injury in my life. And if you haven't already watched my injury motivation video, definitely check that out if you are someone that's in that space right now in that season of life, because I feel like it can really just give you some reminders on your journey and just help you shift that mindset and refocus on like how you want this process to be. I really do feel like it can apply to a lot of other things in life. So definitely go check that one out, and my self-sabotage video that I spoke about as well. It's just a lot of mindset things that I really feel so passionate about talking about, just because I know how much it can change the path that you're on, the actions that you're taking in your life, and ultimately taking you to where you want to be in your life. So don't forget, you can't pour from an empty cup. So my challenge for you this week is to go out there and do something for you. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself in a way that's going to build your mental strength. Challenge yourself in a way that's going to just push you slightly out of your comfort zone. Pick one thing, whether it is like drinking a cup of water every single morning, first thing when you wake up. That's something that's very doable, but slightly out of some people's comfort zone. You know what I mean? So pick something that's small, that's doable, and slightly out of your comfort zone. You can do it. It's right there waiting for you, that challenge, that growth, that mental strength. It's there waiting for you. You just have to choose it. I say this all the time. You just have to choose it. Whatever it is that you want for yourself, more consistency, less procrastination, you have to build that. And you alone are the only one that can do that for you. So go out there and challenge yourself this week. Do something small, do something doable, but pushes you slightly out of your comfort zone. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I don't want to get too close, you know what I mean? Oh, this is so scary. Oh, it's like behind one of the paint jars that I put my paintbrushes in. So the glass of the jar is like making it look bigger, like amplifying. Ugh, anyway, that's irrelevant. But it is not irrelevant because it looks scary AF, bro. Bro, that thing jumped. Baxter's just come and fallen asleep right there. So if you hear some noises, it might just be him snoring in the background. Dog sitter life. Also, I will say, every time I'm in here without glasses on, I feel like I'm like squinting or I can't keep my eyes open. It's because literally this entire wall is a window and it's like filtered. So it's like the sun's not directly in my eyes, but it feels like the sun's in my eyes. So if it looks like I'm like this the whole time, it's because the sun's in my eyes. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. I will see you guys in the next one.